if we do say, oh, we're ADHD, it's because we actually have ADHD.
Very severe ADHD.
I'm on the highest dose. So,
and I am unmedicated.
Welcome to our show. I'm done.
Welcome to Glowing Review. I'm Hannah.
I'm Karni.
And we are going to talk to you all today about Cate's brother. Not her little brother.
Not the brother, but the song.
The format of this show is that we present facts and lyrical interpretations to each other, and we have not seen what each other has written or investigated.
Independent research. Yeah, this is episode 2, Cate's brother.
Episode 2, Cate's brother. The song, not the brother.
Not the person. I'm going to be doing Cate's brother, the original version, and Hannah's going to be presenting Breland's version, and then we're going to do an overarching Matt's version. So I'm going to go through the release first, and then I'm going to get into the stats. And the stats, no one's ready for. Hannah, you're going to cry, more than likely. They're insane. They're insane. Let me just tell you, they are insane. So with the release, it was first leaked on TikTok in February, and we've said it before. We all know what happens with Maisie and her little TikTok sneak peeks and then forgets about it and ignores us. So we don't hold out hope. But then the release date was announced on April 20th. So we got a little bit of hope there. And with the release date, Maisie gave us a pre-save link. And this is a little bit of a stat in the intro, but it received over 20,000 pre-saves in the first week. Which this is
like the pre-stats, and I'm already like...
The pre-stats! We're not even into the full stats. Okay, and then we finally got Cate's brother on May 6th, 2022. A moment in history. It originated as a joke about her best friend, Cate Canning, who is also a fellow singer-songwriter. We love Cate. She actually has a new single out called Manic Pixie Dream Girl, so go stream it. She's an amazing songwriter. Now, we get into the stats. And massive drum roll, because this is going to blow your mind.
Okay, I'm so ready.
Okay, bear with me. So on Spotify alone, there was 7,747,000 streams to date. Over 7 million streams on Spotify for the original version of Cate's brother. We're not done, Hannah. That's just the start.
You're right, I am going to cry.
When I was reading this, I was like overwhelmed with pride of a woman that barely knows I exist. Like...
would pass us in the street, would not know.
On the live official video on YouTube, it was 1.2 million views. Right? For the audio version on YouTube, it received over 230,000 streams. And now we're getting into the big things. Okay, so...
What's the big thing?
In Ireland, it reached number 1 on the iTunes charts. Number 1, Hannah, on the iTunes charts in Ireland. What? Insanity. Literally insanity. Okay. It entered the UK charts at number 62 for all genres. For all genres, not pop. The UK.
Okay.
So, and I'm going to preface this next one by saying this is not what Maisie made off the streaming alone. This is just for Spotify, and we obviously know that a lot of the revenue goes to producers, to marketing, a lot of other things. But Spotify pays an average of 0.003 cents per stream. Cate's brother has grossed over $23,000 in revenue to date, which is astronomical for an artist of Maisie's size.
The volume inside of this bus is astronomical.
Which is
not
amazing.
hype, but because she is.
And on Spotify, it debuted at number 7 on Spotify's new releases worldwide.
Worldwide?
Worldwide. So Now that's just the stats, but I really want to talk about some notable moments with Cate's brother. The level that this song reached is just unheard of. So some notable moments is Maisie performed on the Late Late Show with James Corden for Cate's brother.
Yeah. Yes.
BBC Radio 1 features Cate's brother on the Best New Pop. Official charts posted on Twitter saying that Cate's brother was the teenage dirtbag for the gays, which I love that one. Did you have that as well?
So I didn't know this. I didn't know that. But I have said something in my breakdown.
Okay, so that's prefacing the rest of what's to come then. This is like taking my breath away because there's a lot. Okay, so Cate's brother was added to Hot Hits UK on Spotify, shared with Kanye.
Maisie Peters had one of the best singers of all time.
Other big name artists, Ed Sheeran. She was in that mix. Okay, and a little personal flex. Maisie duetted me on TikTok to Cate's brother when she asked for feral dating stories. And I don't think we need to reshare the story, but it involved somebody's grandpa dying after I sent a postcard to his entire family saying he died. And it was the last time his dad had ever heard from him because I sent it as from him. We are not talking about that. We're talking about Cate's brother. The song, not the person. Okay. And before the song was even released, there was 2,500 videos to the sound on TikTok.
That's amazing.
Amazing. Before it was even released. So
this is just like the hype and getting people excited, and
so much hype surrounding Cate's brother. And through like the research, the amount of, if you compare it to Blonde, even though Blonde had astronomical numbers as well, and we both looked at those numbers in our last episode.
Yeah.
The hype surrounding Cate's brother, from the media attention, the fan base, it was just like I've said, it's just unheard of. It was just insane how far and wide it really did go. Next part, our favorite part, lyrical
analysis.
Okay, so I'm going to preface this by saying that this song is a literal joke, which is a direct quote from the Queen of Rats herself. But we're still going to do that one. We're still going to do a deep dive and go into it as well. So Cate and Tommy showed up is Cate Canning, who we've already spoken about, and Tommy Lafroy, who are real life friends of Maisie. Fun fact is, when I heard the song, I was like, who has 40 best friends to invite to a Halloween party? And I was like, I could never. But it turns out it was the 40 friends of the girls' house. It wasn't just Maisie's friends.
In my notes, I literally have, Maisie, how do you find 40 friends?
Cute. Okay. Strap in, get ready, because this next fact is going. This is like one of the big ones. You are not ready. Okay. True love in 3D. I was like, oh, she's just talking about like true love, cute. No, True Love is actually a movie. Okay. So wait. True Love in 3D. Wait, guess what year True Love the movie was released?
Was it?
It was 1989. It was released in 1989, which is, I know she probably didn't do that on purpose, but my Swiftie heart exploded when I read that. It's a real movie. So, True Love in 3D, it's like they're living out the movie.
I feel like we need that counter again of like how many times we talk about Taylor Swift in a Maisie Peters show, because it's going to happen a lot.
Don't blame me. Okay, I kind of always skipped past this lyric. Like people have probably seen in episode 1, I have a dirty mind. So I thought, this next lyric, that's a cute, fun and flirty. But tripped and fell into my bed is the act of falling. So falling in love.
Oh,
Tripped and fell, falling in love. So to trip and fall into a bed is to go to a place of comfort and to fall into it with someone that you love. It's really cute. It's really,
That's
really
so
cute.
cute.
It kind of brings me, it's not a lyric, but it's kind of just a observation. It reminds me of a happy version of Outdoor Pool, of that like young teenage romance, because also grabbed his hand in the dark. To do something in the dark is to do it with the intention of not being seen. But in Outdoor Pool, we see this side of it that's to not be seen because this guy doesn't want anyone else to know. But with this intention, it's because it's almost like a very Taylor Swift Joe Alwyn kind of situation of I want to protect this love and keep it as my own. So to grab someone's hand in the dark is to keep it as your own. It's a very cute song to break down.
Well, I didn't expect to be emotionally destroyed in this episode, but here we are.
One thing that I sort of did notice is that sort of anxiety surrounding love and the will we ever get together. It reminds me of The Archer. And I am going to bring up Taylor Swift again because that anxiety for people that have that sort of those trust issues surrounding love and that have experienced that August, James and Betty situation countless times over, the are you going to work? Like, are you going to hurt? Will we ever get together? The repetition of those questions, it's like, this is actually not by any means his actions. It's my emotions and my feelings and my even trauma surrounding falling in love.
Oh, so she's not asking him.
Because she's not asking at any point, are you going to hurt me? It's, are you going to hurt? Like, it's just like feeling like, yeah.
Oh, are you going to be pain?
Are you going to be pain? Like, am I going to have to, like, should I even build this up to something that it's not? Because are you going to hurt? Is it even worth it? So I found that really, really interesting. Okay, so this is my final point, pretty much.
Okay.
So, and now I date Cate's brother. So the fandom is very divided on this, and Breland's version gave us what we wanted in a way, but I really wanted to hear Maisie sing Now I Hate Cate's Brother. And fun fact, when I was researching this, that was actually the original intended ending. So Maisie had said in an interview that the original ending was intended to be Now I Hate Cate's Brother. But they changed it in the studio literally last minute, down to the wire. She said a couple of days before she finished the song completely, they changed it. In a way, in the interest of the storyline, I think that Now I Date Cate's Brother is the perfect, like, mic drop ending, because throughout the song, there's the themes of, you know, love. Is this going to hurt? Are you going to work? We get the storyline of like meeting someone for the first time, and then, you know, you're dating them, and then, okay, you know, come and meet my mother. And then I feel like if there was going to be a point in the song, the bridge would have needed to be changed. I feel like if she kept the song in the same, with the same lyrics, if she ended up going, Now I Hate Cate's Brother all of a sudden.
Yeah, it would have been a bit weird.
Makes sense. So I'll leave the other version to you for Now I Hate Cate's Brother, but I think it'd be really fun if people let us know in the comments which one you prefer. Because is it Now I Hate Cate's Brother or Now I Date Cate's Brother? Okay, Hannah, what team are you?
I am Now I Date Cate's Brother.
I think I am too. And my only reason for that is if there was a alternate bridge.
Yeah.
But in the interest of the original lyrics, I'm team Now I Date Cate's Brother. But at Brixton, which we will be at the show in Brixton
together.
If anyone is going, we will be going together. I am flying. I have not. If my work is watching this, I'm not going.
They don't know you. If they're watching this, they don't know you.
Nobody fucking send it to them, okay? At the show, are we going to scream, Now I Hate Cate's Brother or Now I Date Cate's Brother? Because the fandom is divided, it's going to be
That's going to be interesting.
The equivalent of the very first night. How much I miss her. It's going to be that equivalent. Half the room's going to scream, now I hate, and half the room's going to scream, now I date. So let us know if you're going to Brixton, or let us know which one you prefer. That is a wrap.
What's a wrap for you?
Yes. I just sing some, I threw this Halloween party, and I invited. And I invited
my best
friends. Hannah and Kristen showed up.
We should write a Kate's version.
You can sing
for
it.
ourselves.
You can sing it. I'll write it.
Honestly, your singing TikToks are some of my favorites.
They're not singing. They're screeching, Hannah. Let's get this right.
Yeah, but that's why I love them, because they're emotion.
Yeah, we're not.
I'm having a stroke.
What is our next Kate's brother version?
So the next Kate's brother version is technically two Kate's brothers in one, because there isn't a massive amount to say on either Breland's version and Matt's version. So it's just easier to pull them all together and talk about them as one whole unit.
If they couldn't be one, they could never be two. I'm sorry.
Well, I guess I signed up for this.
Nobody.
So we need this stat.
My favorite part.
So obviously Breland's version features Breland, who found his footing on TikTok, was like an up and coming artist on TikTok, and started to share his music on there, and he wrote the alternative like I hate Kate's brother verse for the song, which I really liked. I loved the fact that I kind of wanted to do like the I hate Kate's brother. Just
it's a little bit more Maisie to now I hate, like, to have Maisie go in a song nowadays Kate's brother. You're like Maisie, you're meant to be representing the August girls, not the girls that actually get the guy. Like
literally, like Maisie for me is like rehashing all of my past relationships and healing from them. So brilliant.
Who?
Brilliant. Okay, so Breland posts the Maisie alternate verse to Kate's brother TikTok on July 11th.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so this is a very short time frame. July 11th, he posts the first one. It gets 111k views and I think like 4,000 likes or something.
Wow, okay, so not that.
So not massive, no. And then Maisie responds with, "Stop, this actually goes so hard." So he tags her in it. She sees it. She responds. She then duets it on the 12th of July.
Whoa, okay. Is this when she announced it?
On the 15th of July, it's then released. So that turnaround was quick. I did wonder if they had worked together on the alternate verse and then decided to put it out together, or whether Maisie just stumbled across Breland's version.
It's a very quick turnaround though, so I would love to know how it actually came to be, like outside of just the TikTok.
So Breland's version, 203,430 Spotify streams. So it was the I'm not going to say worst performing, because I don't like, that's not a bad performance, but
for a version of a song that already exists with only very slight changes, I think that's still pretty.
It did really well. So it sits kind of at the as the last in terms of streams for the three. So Matt's version had 410,774 Spotify streams.
That's nearly 500,000.
Which is nearly 500,000, which is absolutely bloody incredible, considering the juxtaposition of the difference between Matt's version and Maisie's version.
Matt's version was that, stripped down acoustic sort of version as well. So they were completely different.
I loved Matt's version more than the original Kate's brother.
You know what? But you are that is you. Like, you are a folklore girly. You are a false god girl. I liked that sort of stripped down version of things. I love how she did the versions as well, because not everybody loves that rock the original version was like a rock band, like that early 2000s rock band.
Kate's Brother as a song is Maisie going Gwen Stefani, going Courtney Love.
Stop! No, I love that so much.
Which, of course, is a blonde lyric.
I'm done. I'm done. See you later. I love that. That is
Yeah, so I think it's really interesting for me as well, because obviously you've experienced Maisie for a lot longer than I have, and Kate's Brother was probably
the first we saw.
The first song that I had seen, because she was going viral, and I sent you that message and I was like, can you recommend me a few songs? And I listened to those songs.
This is how we developed our friendship. Is Hannah messaged me and she was like, hey, can you recommend me some Maisie Peters songs? And we were friends on TikTok from Taylor Swift. We both love Taylor, but she asked me to recommend
March 21st at 1:35 a.m. because I said, okay, girl, I've never listened to Maisie Peters and I don't know where to start. Is there a song that you vibed with the most at first? Could you say, oh my God, this is the best message I've ever received? If you want upbeat songs, Boy, Not Friends, Brooklyn, Villain, The List. Chill songs, Love Him I Don't, Tough Act, Places We Were Made. And then you said Villain, Brooklyn, and Love Him I Don't are my favorites though. And then I didn't respond. We were in our group chat that we have with our friend Kristen, and you were like, guys, I really need you to listen to Maisie Peters.
I drilled it into everybody. I said, if you don't start fucking listening to Maisie Peters, we're going to have issues. Like, I was so aggressive for so long.
And then you were like, I'm going to put a playlist together so you fuckers don't have an excuse to not listen to her music. And so then I listened to the playlist, and I listened all the way once through, and I remember being in Marks and Spencer's about to buy a packet of olives, and Villain came on, and I was like, oh,
this is it.
This is it. Shit noodle. This is the one. And I have listened to her every single day on repeat since.
Okay, wait, you just stop talking about you signed up for this.
So, I always love the fact that this song reminds me of what you said right in the beginning, which is Wheatus's Teenage Dirtbag.
Kate's Brother for the game.
Let me tell you the exact moment that I think it would really work in. Okay, hang on. Are you for real, Kate's Brother?
I love that.
So it's that bit where I'm like, oh yeah, she doesn't know what she's missing. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's what it sounds.
Vocals. That just shocked me to my core. I hadn't heard that ever come out of your mouth before. But yeah, no, that is the exact moment. That is like what I thought of as well when I first heard it. I
feel like that's the direction that MP2 is going in. But then, like, because Blonde and Kate's Brother, yeah, 100%. You could like very similar vibes. Good enough? No.
Just too nice for a jacket.
Where is that going to go?
Like, if this is MP2 and these are 3 singles from MP2, I'm confused because it's not they're not cohesive. And I think that's why she also said in a tweet that she isn't sure if she's going to be putting these on the album. But she did confirm, Kate's Brother fact actually that I forgot about. She did confirm in a TikTok comment that Kate's Brother was the first single of MP2. In a later TikTok, she also showed her with a sound over the top, her and her friends listening to tracks, and then she wrote, we're deciding what the next single of MP2 is going to be. So solidifying again that Kate's Brother. And then she released Blonde, but then at a later stage, she replied to a tweet, and I think she also put it in on a story or something that she wasn't sure. So I don't know if the album direction has changed.
Yeah, and I think
very interested to see. Quick back on Blonde Good Enough. I don't think that they should be on an album because they are they're a pair. They're a pair, and I don't think that they would be cohesive in an album. And I also think Kate's Brother shouldn't be on an album. Kate's Brother's a joke song, and I love Kate's Brother, but I don't think it belongs on MP2. That's my
That's
bold
weird.
statement of the day.
I can understand that. So that is bold, but I get it. The running joke is how many times in this show can we talk about Taylor Swift whilst also talking about Maisie Peters? And here is another time. So the other thing that I love about Breland's version of Kate's brother is that it gives me like a reverse folklore love triangle. Maisie is Betty and Kate's brother is James, but then there's actually the person who Betty's been like talking to help her through what's happening with James. And he's like, I hate you because I know what you've done. So the other reason why I kind of think that the folklore love triangle vibes are kind of built into Maisie's songs is because she said that she was writing Outdoor Pool on the day that Folklore was released.
Yeah.
And so she then decided to write it from the perspective of a 15-year-old instead of writing it from the perspective of like looking back.
And I think that was a flawless decision.
But I also think that it gives me big Luke and Christopher vibes from Gilmore Girls. Like, I'm a huge Gilmore Girls fan, and I think the warring between Breland and Kate's brother gives me
it's very, very similar.
Very similar. So a couple of lyrics that I wanted to talk about. The first one, Life's Half a Life Without Her, which is in Matt's version. That guts me. That guts me.
Like a real twisting of a knife.
Like she is, yes, and she
I didn't mean to do that.
I love how like we just say Maisie lyrics into everyday conversation now. Like we talk in Maisie code. It's crazy. So that's one lyric that absolutely destroys me. So thank you, Maisie, for that, and Matt. But I also I love the fact that in Matt's version, he also talks about being in at the end of October and it's Halloween, and I don't understand why, but I just have this little image of Maisie, just this tiny little witch. But I can't.
It makes so much sense.
I just like I think of her in her like massive Doc Martens and like this black dress with like a little black hat, and I can't, honestly. I think it would be so adorable. There's a parallel that I really love in Matt's version as well, which is the speakers play Destroyer. Now this is really interesting because Maisie says and the speakers play Nirvana, but Destroyer is a Canadian rock band.
Yeah. Okay, I noticed this as well, but I was
Canada.
His brother is Canadian national anthem.
The other part that I always love is the "Are You for real, Kate's brother," which always makes me laugh because in my head, all I can hear is "Are you fucking for real?"
Yes, are you fucking for real? Are you?
But it's not. But it's not that. It's like it's asking, like, are you actually a real person? Because you're amazing, and I can't believe that you're actually real. I just think it's really sweet. I think it's a very sweet song. I think that's why I love Matt's version so much. Is because if you strip out all of the percussion and the guitars, you don't have a rock ballad. You actually just have a really pretty love song.
Yeah.
My absolute favorite thing that Maisie did throughout Kate's Brothers marketing was the Rate My Brother, was asking people to send in their brothers so that we could rate their brothers.
And I have never felt more sad in my life that I do not have a brother.
And here are my favorite parts of her rating brothers. One of my favorites was, "Can see he knows how to use cutlery," which is nice to see.
I can't with her. I genuinely cannot with this woman. She's the most unhinged fucking human on the planet.
Which is fucking hilarious. Number one, because how low is the bar that she set for herself that she's dating men that don't use cutlery? Number one. And number two, this also takes me back to Kate's brother, Matt's version lyric, where he says half the time she talks like a stand-up show. And he's basically just saying like she's really funny and she's like this comedian, and I
feel like she would have been in another life.
Yeah, 100%. Girl boss, gatekeep, good enough.
Live love.
And that's the episode.
Oh my God, we're done.
Done. That's the show. That's a wrap.
That is a wrap.
Next week, we are going to be doing Usoft singles.
Usoft. We're doing
Are we doing
singles. Yes, we are. And strap in.
ranking?
Huge episode.
It's going to be big. It's going to be long.
It's a couple of inches and then a couple more.
I propose we get people to tell us their top 5 songs.
Yes.
On YouTube up for this. And then basically, I think we should play a game where we rate people's top 5s.
Oh my God, yeah.
So we're not going to rank it in a mean way at all. It will be anonymous and we will base it on things like vibe, overall vibe.
If you're okay.
If you're okay. And then maybe a couple of other things that we need to work out, but it's not going to be mean. Or that's not going to happen. We are here to spread positivity, love, and kindness always.
With kindness. And in the words of Maisie, take care of yourself.
Oh, is that where we should end the episode?